Hi, Jacques, you're working as a Christian pastor with one thought to help you do love one. I always love a good story, especially one told in such a way that I can insert and immerse myself into that story. It's one of the many reasons why I love the Bible, because it invites me into the lives and the stories of other people. Imagine you are the one who comes to the conviction to build a boat in the middle of the desert while everybody thinks you are crazy. Imagine you're the one who hears God's call to leave your home and go somewhere, but you've got no idea where that somewhere is. Or you stand in front of a sea with a bunch of people that you promised freedom to, only to have an enemy army chasing you. See, the Bible contains the stories of people's encounter with God. And all these stories have a couple of common characteristics. For one, God is always clear in his communication, to the point where whatever he asked of Noah or Abram or Moses, they knew exactly what he wanted them to do. The other thing that is noticeable was, although they were clear on the what, the process of living out that call was far beyond anything that they could figure out, and it always required faith. This leads me to a very obvious statement. Following God requires faith. Despite our best abilities, we cannot comprehend or explain what God is busy with. If you can put God in a box, you must go and have another look at your box, because he's probably no longer in your box. See, following God requires us to live with mystery, to be able to say, I don't know how, I just know that. We trust God because of who he is and not because of what we have figured out. As people, we want to be able to predict what's going to happen next. So here's a bold question, working from the assumption that you are following him to the best of your ability. Will you trust him even when what is happening in your life does not make sense? Man building a boat becomes the savior of all humanity. A journeyman becomes the father of nations. A shepherd becomes a king. A fisherman becomes the leader of the church. What will your story be? Trust him, even when you can't figure out what he's doing. So, practically, just after you've finished watching this, won't you take a moment and say to him, I trust you even though I don't understand. It's part of your story. It's part of all of our stories, living with mystery. So don't shy away from mystery. Embrace it. See you soon.